Hello students, yesterday we studied about the processing of wool, properties of wool and also quality of wool. So today we will start from a silk. Silk is a fine, strong, soft and shiny fiber produced by a silkworm in making their cocoons. Silk is called resham in Hindi. Silk is natural fiber which is obtained from an insect called silk moth. So, silk is an animal fiber. Silk fiber is made up of protein. Silk is the strongest natural fiber. Silk looking a silk yarn is a strong as comparable thread of a steel. Silk fiber are converted into silk yarn which is used for making a silk cloth. This silk cloth is then used for making the saris and other dresses. The rearing of the silkworm for obtaining the silk is called sericulture. The sericulture means silk farming. Sericulture is very old occupation in India. India produces a lot of silk on a commercial scale. Before we go further and describe the processing of obtaining the silk, it is necessary to know the life history of a silk. The discovery of a silk was made in China as a long time back. It is said that a Chinese empress Si Longqi was asked by the Emperor Hong Ti to find the cause of the damaged leaves of mulberry trees in their garden. The empress found that some white worms eating up the mulberry leaves. She also noticed that these worms were spinning a shiny cocoons around them. The cocoons dropped into her cup of a tea accidentally and delicate silk thread separated from the cocoon. This is how the silk was discovered by a chance. The discovery of the silk led to the beginning of the silk industry in China. The silk production in China was kept a secret for hundreds of years. Later on, traders and travelers coming from the China introduced the silk to other countries. The route on which they traveled is still called Silk Route. Even today, China leads the world in a silk production. India also among the leading silk producing countries of the world. In India, a large number of women are engaged in various activities related to the silk production, such as the rearing of the silkworm, reeling of the silk from the cocoons, and processing of the raw silk into fabrics. Then, our next point is the life cycle of a silk moth. Silk moth is a kind of insect. Life history of a silk moth is interesting because silk moth is not formed as such from the eggs directly. The silk moth passes through a worm-like stage like a larva or a caterpillar, which is also called a silkworm, encased from a pupa during its development between the hatching of the egg and the formation of adult silk moth. The larva or the caterpillar of the silk moth which produces the silk is called silkworm. We can describe the life history or the life cycle of a silk moth as follows. The first stage is eggs. The female silk moth lay egg on the leaves of the tree such as the mulberry tree. Then second is the larva. The eggs hatch to form the worm-like larva. The larvae of silk moth are called caterpillar or the silkworm. The silkworm feed on the leaves of mulberry tree and grow into a bigger size. The silk is formed a liquid formed into the two glands in a silkworm's head. Then that larva is converted into a pupa. When the silkworm is ready to enter the next stage of its development called pupa, it first weaves a net to hold itself. The silky covering spun by the silkworm or the caterpillar of a silk moth is called cocoon. The cocoon is made by silkworm become encased in a hard shell of the silk fiber called cocoon. The silkworm continue to develop in the form of the pupa inside the cocoon to form a silk moth. Then last is the silk moth. When the pupa develop the fully to form an adult silk moth, then the cocoon splits up and beautiful silk moths come out. The adult female silk moth then lay more eggs. In this way, the life cycle of silk moth is completed. The next is the processing of a silk. All the cocoons are collected at one place. The piles of cocoon is used to obtaining the silk fibers. This is done as follow. The piles of cocoon is placed in a hot water. Hot water make the silk fiber of cocoon to separate out. The long silk fiber are obtained by unwinding the thread from cocoon. The process of taking out the silk fiber from the cocoons for use as a silk is called reeling. The reeling is done in a special machine which unwind the fibers of silk from the cocoons. Then there are also some properties of silk. First property is that the silk is a very soft, smooth and lustrous. Lustrous means shiny. Second property, the silk is the strongest natural fiber. Then the absorbing capacity of silk is make the comfortable appear even for the warm atmosphere. Then it is cool to wear in a summer and warm to used in a winter. The next important property is the cleanliness and the washability is the silk fabric does not attract the dirt because of its smooth surface. Then next is the quality of wool. The quality of silk. The quality of silk fabric depend on many factors such as the type of silkworm, quality of mulberry leaves feed on the silkworms, selection of cocoons, weaving and finishing of the silk thread. Then the last important point of this lesson is the health hazard. The worker employed in a wool and silk industry suffer from a various kinds of ailments. These are called the occupational hazards. So we will start from the occupational hazards of wool industry. Wool industry is an important source of the livelihood for many peoples in our country. The peoples who do the job for sorting or separating the hairs of sheep into the fibers of different quality are called sorters. The sorter's job is very risky because sometimes they get infected by the bacteria called anthrax and which causes the deadly blood disease called the sorter's disease. The risk faced by the people working in any industry due to the nature of their work are called occupational hazard. Sorter disease is an occupational hazard. The laborers may also have an allergic skin reactions such as the irritation of the skin and eyes. Then respiratory allergies means the allergy of lungs and other parts of the airways arises from the inhaled air. And the last point of this lesson is the occupational hazards of silk industry. The various chemicals used for the degrading, disinfecting, bleaching and dyeing the silk causes the irritation to the eyes and skin. The scale of the moth and silk fiber proteins can initiate the asthma. Continuous contact with the hot water used in the reeling of the silk may turn the skin of the hand soft and causes the burns and scald. Then many of the dye are used to color the silk are easily absorbed by our digestive system if ingested and can causes the health problems. Such conditions can be prevented by using the less dangerous chemicals, having proper exhaust and ventilation, personal protective equipments, good washing facilities and the strict personal hygiene.